It was the late 1960s, and California was a place of sunshine and surf, but also a place shrouded in fear. There was a man out there, unknown, who had begun to strike terror into the hearts of the people, his identity a mystery, his motives unclear, and his methods chilling. It all started on the evening of December 20th, 1968. Two teenagers, Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday, were out on a quiet road near Vallejo, a small town in Northern California. They were on a date, enjoying the stillness of the night, when a car pulled up behind them. The young couple, unaware of the danger, sat chatting for a moment, until suddenly the car's headlights blinded them. A man stepped out of the car and walked toward their vehicle. He was holding a gun. Without a word, he ordered them out of the car and shot them both. Betty Lou fell first, her life snatched away with a single, cruel bullet. David tried to run, but he didn't get far. The killer fired again, and David collapsed, his young life also stolen in an instant. The killer walked away, leaving the crime scene without leaving a trace. No fingerprints, no witnesses, just death and darkness. For weeks, the police had no leads, no clues, only the two bodies lying cold in the night. It seemed like the killer had vanished, blending back into the shadowy corners of society. But he hadn't disappeared. He had just begun. A little over a month later, on July 4th, 1969, the killer struck again, this time on a quiet lover's lane in the same town. Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau were sitting in Darlene's car, parked off a secluded road near Blue Rock Springs. The night was warm, peaceful, until a car pulled up behind them, its headlights blinding them. A man stepped out, just like before, wearing dark clothes, his face obscured by a hood. He didn't speak much, just approached the car and opened fire, shooting Darlene in the face and Michael in the chest. Michael, miraculously, survived, but Darlene died that night. The killer, again, disappeared into the night. But this time, he didn't just vanish without a trace. He made sure the police would know he was the one responsible. Weeks later, a letter arrived at the San Francisco Chronicle. It was from the Zodiac killer himself. The letter was a rambling, cryptic message filled with threats and taunts. He confessed to both murders and promised that more would come. He even included a cipher, a twisted puzzle he dared the police and the public to crack. The Zodiac killer wanted everyone to know he was watching, that he was playing a game, and the rules were simple. He was in control. In the months that followed, the Zodiac continued to send more letters, some filled with disturbing details, others just mocking law enforcement. He seemed to take pleasure in the chaos he caused, in the terror he inspired. His letters were like a game he was winning. And then, just when it seemed like the Zodiac would keep evading justice forever, he struck again. In 1969, on the night of September 27th, a young couple, Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Ann Shepard, were enjoying a quiet day at Lake Berryessa, a peaceful spot in Napa County. They were sitting by the shore when a man approached them, wearing a strange, drawn-out symbol on his chest, something that looked like a hood with a cross through it. He was armed with a knife. He approached them calmly and told them he was a fugitive, a man who had escaped from prison and needed their car. He tied them up, then turned the blade on them. Brian survived the attack, but Cecilia did not. As if to make his presence known, the Zodiac killer drew a circle with a cross through it on the car door, a symbol that would forever be associated with him. He left before police could arrive, as usual, leaving nothing but the terror of his crime and the haunting symbol behind. Months went by. The Zodiac continued to taunt the police and the public. His ciphers appeared in newspapers. His letters were cryptic and menacing. He claimed responsibility for more killings, but there was never any evidence to prove it. He seemed to be everywhere, yet nowhere. The worst part? He was never caught. The identity of the Zodiac killer remains one of the greatest mysteries of American crime. Despite years of investigation, thousands of theories, and even a new wave of attention in the 21st century, no one truly knows who the Zodiac killer was. Some believed he was a local man who died in the 1990s. Others claim he could still be out there, living among us, watching from the shadows. The police still receive tips and new theories from time to time, but the case remains cold. The Zodiac killer's reign of terror may have ended, but his story hasn't. It's a story of fear, a story of mystery, and one that continues to haunt us to this day.